This is lesson 6, interpreting rate of change and initial value. The equation of a line can be interpreted as defining a linear function. The graphs and the equations of lines are important in understanding the relationship between two types of quantities represented in the following examples by x and y. An MP3 download site that offers downloads of individual songs with the following price structure: a $3 fixed fee for monthly subscription plus a fee of $25 per song. The linear function that models the relationship between the number of songs downloaded and the total monthly cost of downloading songs can be written as y equals 0.25x plus 3, where x represents the number of songs downloaded and y represents the total monthly cost in dollars for MP3 downloads. In your own words, explain the meaning of 0.25 within the context of the problem. 0.25 means there is a cost increase of 25 cents for every one song downloaded. In your own words, explain the meaning of 3 within the context of the problem. 3 means the initial value it is the cost of $3 for 0 songs it is the cost of the subscription only. The value represented in the function can be interpreted in the following way: y equals 0.25x plus 3. The coefficient of x is referred to as the rate of change. It can be interpreted as the change in the values of y for every 1 unit increase in the values of x, or slope. When the rate of change is positive, the linear function is increasing. When the rate of change is negative, the function is decreasing. Okay? The constant value is referred to as the initial value, or the y-intercept, and can be interpreted as the value of y when x equals 0. Another site offers MP3 downloads with a different price structure: a $2 fixed fee for monthly subscriptions plus a fee of 40 cents per song. Write a linear function to model the relationship between the number of songs downloaded and the total monthly cost. As before, let x represent the number of songs downloaded and y represent the total monthly cost in dollars of downloading songs. So here y would equal 0.4x plus 2. Determine the cost of downloading 0 songs and 10 songs from this site. For x equals 0, we would have y equals 0.4 times 0 plus 2. So we would have 0 plus 2 that would equal $2. For x equaling 10 songs, we would have y equal 0.4 times 10 plus 2. So we would have 4 plus 2, which would equal $6. So as the graph below already shows a linear model for the first subscription, Site Company 1. So graph the equation of the line for the second subscription by marking the 2 points from your work above and drawing a line through the 2 points. So we have 0, 2. And we have 10 and 6. So drawing that line. And as always, guys, label it. So this is company 2. Okay, so there's our graph. It says, which line has a steeper slope? Company 2. Which company's model has the more expensive cost per song? Company 2. Their cost is 40 cents. Company 1 is 25 cents. Which function has the greater initial value? Company 1. Which subscription site would you choose if you only wanted to download 5 songs per month? Well, looking at the graph, only wanting to get to download 5 songs. Here's 5 songs. So going over to 5 songs. I would choose company 2 for 5 songs. Oh, here's the number of songs. I would choose company 2. Which company would you choose if you wanted to download 10 songs? There's 10 songs. I would pick company 1. In each case, the Y value would be smaller. In other words, the total cost. Next. Okay, for practice. When someone purchases a new car and begins to drive it, sorry, hang on, guys. There we go. and they begin to drive it. The mileage, meaning the number of miles the car has traveled, immediately increases. Let X represent the number of years since the car was purchased, and Y represent the total miles traveled. The linear function that models the relationship between the number of years since the purchase and the total miles traveled is given by Y equals 15,000x. Identify and interpret the rate of change. Well, it's 15,000, miles increase $15,000 per year. Identify and interpret the initial value. The initial value is 0, and it means no miles on the car when it was purchased. Is the mileage increasing or decreasing each year according to the model? Increasing, because the slope or rate of change is positive. Number 2, when someone purchases a new car and begins to drive it, generally speaking, the resale value of the car in dollars goes down each year. Let X represent the number of years since purchase, and Y represent the resale value of the car in dollars. The linear function that models the resale value based on the number of years since the purchase is given by Y equals 20,000 minus 1,200x. Identify and interpret the rate of change. Well, that's negative 1,200. The resale value decreases $1,200 every year. Since purchase. Identify and interpret the initial value. Well, that's 20,000. And that's the car's value at the time of purchase. Is the resale value increasing or decreasing each year according to the model? And explain. Decreasing because the slope or rate of change is negative. Okay. And our challenge that we have, suppose you are given a linear function, y equals 2.5x plus 10. Write a story that can be modeled by the given linear function. What is the rate of change? Explain the meaning with respect to your story. What is the initial value? And explain its meaning with respect to your story. And that ends our lesson.